We have the grand finals out of that Cyberstorm Access event. You're going to enjoy two top metagame contenders duking it out. Don't beg 30% of you that have not smashed the ever-living crap out of that subscribe button. Smash it so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. This is it. This is the grand finals out of the Card Merchant Case Tournament here, where you're going to be seeing Super Heavy Samurai versus Purrely and what actually unfolded for this grand scale event. And Purrely opened up Sleepy Memory, Happy Memory, Stray, Purrely, Street, Ghost Ogre, and Lily. This hand is actually incredibly good. Across the table, you got the Big Benki, the Regulus. We actually have the Gamma Interruptions, pretty good. The Soul Piercer, and the Soul Claw here. Now, knowing this deck, we're going to go off to the races here. Yep, your opponent can't target Purrely monster, you control card effects. We're going to go ahead and trigger Lily here on our summon. We're going to go ahead and get Gambit off the face of the planet, which is kind of sad, but it's understandable. They have to get that off the field. Now, however much more gas we want to dedicate to this. All right, we're going to go ahead and discard that. That's a commitment right there. We'll go ahead and trigger Purrely on summon. And we did get the Delicious Memory. All right. And we had the Leap, too, there. Now we're going to go ahead and toggle up into the Plump here. We're going to go ahead and activate the Delicious Memory, which is going to go ahead and get overlaid with. We're going to go ahead and suck up 2 more. And we're going to hit End Phase here on the Stray Street. And then we're going to go ahead and load up our Draw Power. We do have 5 underneath, and we have an Ogre in hand. All right, we're going to go ahead and draw Standby Phase. We're going to draw 2. Which did get us a Dark World and a Droll and Lockbird. We are probably going to be in a pretty extremely good position here for Droll and Lockbird here, but we'll see. They're going to go ahead and Scareclaw Link 1. Goodbye, Soul Piercer. All right. Hello, Samurai Bike. All right, we're going to go ahead and Droll here. That's an incredibly good place to Droll. I'm going to go ahead and Ogre the Scale. So now this gets cut off, which is really, really strong. Okay. We're going to go ahead and end phase, load back on up. Wow, we actually, the Droll and Lockbird did everything we needed it to do. We're going to go ahead and manually make the Nor at this stage. I mean, we're on double Dark World, there's not much we can do anyway, but we're going to draw 3 during the opponent's turn, so that's not going to matter all that much. Go ahead and load on up another good card. All right, and then hit the end phase. Standby phase, time to draw 3 resources. Draw 3. Hey, look, we finally got somewhere here. Now the opponent can play the game here with the Samurai Bike for the discard and attempt to get something here. They're going to grab another Wakashi. All right, activate Wakashi. We're going to go ahead and spin that on back. They're going to go ahead and dedicate the normal summon to the Samurai Scareclaw, or Soul Claw here. Big Benki, we're going to go ahead and bounce again. All right, we're going to go ahead and link 1. We're going to go ahead and get spun back. All right, and then we're going to go ahead and Regulus, and then they're going to go ahead and lose that. All right, well, Regulus is still going to touch down here and clear off the cat, which is fine. I mean, the Purrely did do its job. We're going to go ahead and reload back up here. We get a My Friend Purrely from the deck, and we got the second Lily. Oh my gosh, this is going to be nasty. We're going to go ahead and grab another My Friend Purrely. Go ahead and slap that on down, pay 500. Pretty Memory, Pretty Memory, and Pretty Memory. Oh, look, free resources. Activate. All right, look, it's our Purrely. We'll go ahead and trigger our draw. We'll go ahead and excavate. We do get a Pretty Memory off the top. That's really good. Oof, and our draw is another Purrely. We're going to go ahead and load up the Beauty here. All right, we're going to, yep, he's just going to go ahead and scoop there. Unfortunately, there's nothing that you can start to do there. Like, the Nor just starts snowballing the game, and as you can see, like, decks can actually, you know, press through it, but like the Droll and the Ogre was enough to push the game to the next stage. And once again, that's kind of what you want to see here is, you know, Droll and Lockbird against Super Heavy Samurai proves its worth here. And I think a lot of players kind of going forward into the next format here, you might want to give some consideration to, you know, do I want to play the power cards such as Droll, maybe side them, consider having them at least. We're pushing on in to game 2 here, Purrely up a game, which is actually very, very nice. Oh my gosh, hello double Droll and Lockbird. My favorites. Our opponent has opened up Regulus, Samurai Bike, Wagon, Ash, and Effect Veiler here. And I assume that they are in fact starting. I don't know why they wouldn't here. Super Heavy Samurai Bike, and get the old discard going here. Go ahead and toggle on up into the Wakashi. Hello, Wakashi. And we're going to go ahead and draw there. And then, yeah, our opponent's just going to pass. Understandable. I mean, they do have the Ash and the Veiler. So, like, this isn't really... They have enough to control us, which is actually good. I'm going to go ahead and trigger our Purrely here, which is fine. We'll go ahead and excavate into nothing. That, if they had actually gotten something there, they might have been able to play the game. That's actually sad. We're going to go ahead and reveal all the happy memories. Okay, we'll go ahead and get that. Go ahead and get Veilered there. That's fine. We're going to go ahead and trigger. We're going to get Ashed. Aww. Wow. We're just swinging on in with this. When you are left with the little Purrely not able to play the game, this is where the issues kind of start to come. All right. Well, down comes a Regulus. Attach. There's the Wakashi. We're going to go ahead and ogre that. All right. Here's the Soul Piercer. I'm going to go ahead and grab the Samurai Scales. We're going to go ahead and chain roll there. All right. Now they're off to the races. There's the Gear Gigant X that is going to be one of the cornerstones for this deck, because once this kind of starts going, you're going to see a lot of craziness. Oh, nope. We're just going to go ahead, swing on in, swing on in. I mean, I think that this game is actually done. We're going to hit the main phase 2 search for the scales just to make the Zeus. Honestly, I think this game is wrapped up. We're going to go ahead and trigger the My Friend Purrely, which we do get a Delicious, but I mean, it's not going to matter because Zeus is across the table here. Activate, discard, bring up Lily, trigger the Lily. Go and grab a My Friend. Go ahead and trigger. Yep, there's the Regulus. Goodbye. Yeah, unfortunately, that was pretty open-closed, honestly. If the Purrely player, I think, could have hit off of the first Purrely resolution to try to play through the game, it would have been a little bit better. But once again, when you excavate, hand trap, hand trap, hand trap, what do you expect to do? There is a little thing that you can overside deck in some matchups, but I don't think in this particular matchup that it was really that oversided, if that makes sense. I think they did try to bring in the right amount of resources to do this. All right, well, we opened up Ogre and Droll again. How many times can we see these power cards do their thing here? I do see that we do have Ogre across the table here, and we do have the Wakashi again. We're going to go ahead and activate Sleepy Memory here. We're going to go ahead and get our Special Summon. All right, there's a discard. We'll get our Search. Go ahead and activate My Friend Purrely. We're going to go ahead and get Ogred. Oh, boy. That's what makes me sad every time. Go ahead and make that, and then we're just going to go ahead and pass on the Beauty here. Interesting. I mean, you could have tried to draw one, but like their hand is incredibly good as it is. Down comes the Wakashi. We're going to go ahead and toggle. We're going to get Ogred on that. They're going to make that to search for the Soul Gaia Buster. We're going to go ahead and fire Droll and Lockbird, as it should be. They're going to go ahead and take away the good card, or negate. Hello, friend. We're now into the scales, and then we're going to go ahead and make the big Captain Sargass here and attack over. Well, now they have Captain Sargass fully loaded up here. Yeah, they're under Droll, which is incredibly good, and there's a Zeus. The biggest problem that this deck has to play around is a big Zeus. As you see here, we're going to go ahead and activate. We're going to go ahead and gain some life points. We're going to go ahead and summon our Purrely. Go ahead and get our Excavate. We did get a Sleepy Memory, which is good. It does give us some draw power. We're just going to go ahead and pass. Yeah. Unfortunately, there isn't anything that you can do about this. Purrely does need the way to kind of snowball up advantage, and that's where the field spell actually is just fantastic for this deck. But Zeus, being the cleanup monster that it is just such an issue for this deck at the end of the day. But once again, if you can set up, start snowballing that advantage, the big Nora. Games 2 and 3 here weren't exactly the best showcase of what this deck could do. But game 1, you set up the big cat, you roll with it. Droll and Lockbird definitely did prove its worth for this match. Holy crap, man. Droll and Lockbird just giving you a free turn, I think is going to put that in the spotlight for the format kind of going forward here. And I do hope that players will give some serious consideration to what you'll be able to do in terms of the future meta here. So, we've already done the breakdown for SIAC. This was your feature match for the finals. And I hope that this does give you a little bit of an insight, at least, to see how things are going to go. So please, leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think. I'll see your beautiful faces back here later in the day, guys. Peace out. Patrons. Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.